So because I want a super flawless old Hollywood style makeup look today, I'm going to go for my trusty Makeup Forever Ultra HD, I said that really weird, Ultra HD foundation. Right, new concealer today. I'm using the Sephora Bright Future concealer. I've never used this before, so this will be interesting. And this is in the shade Custard. So just using my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. Go in with my NARS Laguna Bronzer. Alright, so now I'm going to contour and highlight my face. Two that I normally contour with, Fawn and Java. The highlight, I'm just going to use this one here. So for blush, I'm going to use Peaches by MAC and just like push that into the skin. I am going to set all of that first, and I'm using the NARS translucent powder. I'm just priming my eyes using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Right, just using NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk as a base. Just using my trusty BH Cosmetics 88 Neutral Palette. Alright, I'm going to start by using this shimmery grey shade. I'm just using a really small detail brush just to trace where my crease is. Try not to get that onto the actual lid space. I'm just going with the fluffy brush and blending that line out. It is just slightly off-white. Try and focus that on the inner half of the eye. I'm going to go for this, it's more like a champagne. Just warming things up a bit more. Going in with another clean blending brush. Just to smooth out those edges so it looks nice and blended. And I'm just going to put a bit of that grey shade on my lower lash line as well. I'm just going to use a nude eyeliner just for the bottom waterline. It's going to act to help open up the eyes, make them look really open and bright. Just using any old black eyeliner. I'm just tightlining my upper lash line. Now for the wing liner, I'm going to use the Rimmel Scandaleyes Precision Micro Eyeliner, and this is waterproof, which I just noticed now. Just starting on the inner corner, doing quite a fine line, and then winging it out and going thicker on the outer edge. Right, I'm going to do my false lashes now. I'm just using the XoBeauty Soulmate today. So that's just what they look like. You actually have like some brown lashes in between, which sounds really weird, but it actually looks really nice. The lip liner I'm using is this Rimmel Exaggerate full colour lip liner, and this is in the colour Red Diva. The lipstick I'm going to use is this one by Bite. Give a little babies, is in the colour Mimosa. I just want to clean up those edges around my lips. Right, and that is the completed makeup look. So now I'm going to start on the hair tutorial. Dry shampoo, L'Oreal Elvive Root Lifting Spray. So I'm just brushing through using a Tangle Teaser, the Schwarzkopf Heat Protecting Spray. I'm going to start by sectioning off my hair. I'm going to start curling the lower ends and then work my way up. So I like to section the first section, I take it about just above my ears. I'm going to section this bottom half and just split it in two. Now I'm going to curl all the hair in the same direction. So this side I'm going to be curling it in towards my face, which means this side I'll be curling it away from my face. The wand I'm using is this one by Nivea. This was the 5-in-1 set, the largest one. I believe it's a 32-inch barrel. I always like to make sure I use the glove that it comes with. I obviously thought I was invincible when I first got this, and I was like, I don't need a glove, I'm not going to burn myself. I've burned myself so many times now. I like to just start with the back sections like that. I am going to be curling in towards my face. So what that means when you curl is that you're going to put the barrel in front of the hair and then you wrap it towards. I'm making sure I keep the hair flat against the barrel. I'm not twisting that hair. I'm going to try and keep the surface area a bit bigger. Doesn't take too long. And I just let it go and I let it cool in my hand for a little bit. Put the barrel in front of the hair, wrapping it towards your face and keeping that hair nice and flat against the barrel so that it's going to heat it all evenly and you have a nice even curl. I'll sort of lift it up like this so that the pieces framing your face a bit more body. I'm going to spray all of that with an extra hold hairspray. Right, so remember this side I'm going to be curling away from your face. So unlike the other side where I put the barrel in front, I'm going to put the barrel behind the hair that I'm curling. Wrap it away from my face. So I'm just going to continue doing this all over my head until I get to the top section. Remember this side we're wrapping it towards your face, this side curling away from your face. For this top section, I'm going to just decide where I want my part to be. So I'm going for that quite old school Hollywood classic S-bend kind of look. I want to have a lot of volume on one side, so I'm going to do a really deep part. And hopefully my baby hairs cooperate. I'm just going to continue from the back, curling all the way to the front, and I'm going to stop when I get to that front section. Alright, so now that I got to the front section, because I have a fringe that I'm trying to grow out, I've got these quite short pieces, so I'm going to try and section it off. This part is completely optional. You could just leave it like that and also just pin it up so that it holds its shape. Otherwise you can get these. Now I got these Velcro rollers from Kmart. And now I'm just doing this shorter section. And I'm really trying to train it to go into that direction that I want it to go. And rather than keeping it really close to the rim, I'm sort of lifting it up a bit higher, keeping it away from my face. And again, just angling it downwards. So all my hair is curled now. I'm just going to start by brushing through those bottom sections with my Tangle Teaser. And just really softly brushing those out. And by brushing them out, you're going to create a really soft, loose curl. And because we curl them all in the same direction, they should start to merge together as one. Make sure you leave the curls to cool completely before you start doing this. Otherwise, if you brush them out when they're still hot or still warm, they haven't really had a chance to set yet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin back this section. I just get a toothbrush to try and get those baby hairs tamed a bit more. Spray it with a bit of hairspray. And just brush everything down nicely. Then you can just sort of play around with the final little look. And then when you're happy with everything, just blast it with hairspray. And you might find that during the day, the curls that you brushed out will sort of separate again. And all you need to do at that point, just grab your brush and just brush through them again, and this you'll sort of soften them again so they look like they're one kill. And that is the completed Hollywood hair and makeup tutorial. So if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. And thanks very much for watching. See you next week.